Well, how you doing out there? This is Bart from the Baja Gourmet, and tonight we're going to do a pretty special dinner for my lovely significant other, Lillian. And what we've got in store tonight is something I've never done before, but I wanted to do for a long time. And I'm going to combine it with a couple of my other favorites. Without too much further ado, let's get right into it, okay? So here's what we've got cooking tonight. Yes, tonight we're going to be trying for the first time, this thing is still alive, as you can see, the Gooeyduck, Geoduck as it's spelled, and supposedly a great delicacy, sashimi we're going to do tonight. We're going to do sashimi, Gooeyduck. We're going to do some Gooeyduck, say that 10 times fast, Gooeyduck fritters, okay, which are basically fried clam pieces out of a different part of the clam, this giant clam. And they say that it is the sweetest clam in the ocean. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I did go ahead and pick up a half dozen chocolate clams, which you see here. They get from the marvelous Mar de Cortez here in Baja. And those are my favorite sweet clams, so we're going to see which one is sweeter. And then today I did pick up several pounds of, look at these things, they're alive, they're all still alive. Several pounds of Mako shark, which we are smoking as a regular thing that we do every week. And I had this particular fillet brining before smoking, before we do our marinades and whatnot. So I pulled him out of the brine, and we're going to cook him on the stove top this evening. I'm going to throw in some sort of a vegetable dish with rice, of course. And of course, to get this ambitious process started, we've got a nice glass of wine. So here we go, diving in. Now we got these chocolate clams this morning at the market around 10 o'clock, 10:15 or so. And we're just giving them another final rinse, let them expel anything else that they've got in them, and we will keep those cool until we're ready for them. Well, I'm hoping that you can see all this. We start off with the beginning of the process with the Gooeyduck. They put rubber bands around them to keep them kind of contained, and I've seen them remove the Gooeyduck from its shell a couple of different ways. I've seen them use a butter knife, so we're going to try that first. Going to get in there and some messy business. There's all kinds of water in this hubby, of course. So full of water. Shell a little bit. Oh yes. Very messy. Yeah, this is the most phallic, ridiculous looking thing you've ever seen. I can't believe that you're actually going to like eating this. But, oh, here we go. Let me pull him out of there. Like so. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Alright, we all know what it looks like. You add your own descriptors in the comments in the video. Alright, you end up with kind of a nice shell, which some people use for serving. We'll see if we can make that work. Put that over here for now. So, just a lovely piece of anatomy here. Basically, what you've got is this part on the inside, which includes all of the organs and so forth. And the Chinese actually will take that, clean it up a little bit, and eat it. And we're going to pass on that. And there's two other parts of the thing. This is what I guess they call this the stomach or something. It's got this pretty tough skin on it. Now, like any good phallus, this particular one actually will extend a ridiculous length. And right now it's contracted. Shrinkage, it's been in the cold ice all day waiting for its debut here this evening. But basically what we're going to do now is we're going to dip this in some hot water for 15 or 20 seconds and we'll be able to pull the skin off of the outside. Okay. All right, so I'm going to hold it by the kind of the stomach part here, and I'm going to go ahead and dip it in that hot water and count to 1001, 1002, 1000, but as long as it takes to have a sip of wine. All right, 2 sips. I know this is the nastiest thing you've ever seen, but let's continue. Okay, so theoretically, you can already see it's kind of loosening up here quite a bit. Let's slice it out here, just perhaps. The skin does want to come off. Yes, TV viewers, I know it looks like a giant condom on here, but this thing is actually pretty darn long. I'm not going to bore you with that. It's nasty. It's nasty. Yeah. There's actually some on this too, which we'll have to pull off manually. Looks like. Okay. This so far is probably one of the most disgusting things that I've ever eviscerated that have come out of the ocean. But what we're going to do now is cut this. This is the tougher meat. This is the phallus. You see how beautiful it is in there? The phallus. The neck, the stalk. I don't know, we're going to cut the tip off of that too. You don't really need that. I know some of you are cringing out there. Okay, and then basically what you do is take it and cut it right down the middle, like so. And you end up with kind of 2 pieces of meat that are pretty firm. Before we go much further, I'm going to put this in some ice water. This is actually salty ice water. Alright, so that is pretty freaking nasty. Alright, we're going to take this, do them in the ice water as well. So basically what you've got are 2 different parts of the clam. Okay, you've got the neck here, these beautiful meaty pieces. And this, what they say, is go straight to sashimi. And this part here is what we're going to be doing our clam fritters out of. Okay, so for this next part, what we're going to do is go ahead and I've seen them slice it like this, super thin, super thin. It's supposed to be crunchy, super thin. Okay, I also see them kind of go like this with it. It's probably fine like this. A lot of work for a little bit of product, but that's the way quality things are. And it's kind of starting to curl up a little bit. I don't know if you can see that yet. Apparently that's a good sign. Okay. So we're going to save this loveliness. I'll do the other one. All right, I'm going to stick this in the fridge for this minute. And let's go ahead and cut up some of the stomach. So we'll drop a little piece of clam in the flour, drop it in the egg, and into the breadcrumbs. You can use panko or whatever you want. Okay. So, I really didn't get what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Call it 10 fritters on 1 stomach. It's not that much. So we got those ready. Put them aside, and I'll wash my hands. Okay, you're kind of wondering, well, what the heck are we going to do with that beautiful piece of Mako shark? And I'm going to show you one of my favorite secret ingredients here is this Korean pepper paste. And it gives everything that beautiful Korean flavor. And it's a little spicy, yes, but it's not hot, nasty, pico spicy. It's kind of a sweet, hot, spicy. And we're going to add some sugar to that. Okay. And then some sesame oil. Whoa, baby. And of course, we have to add in some real pepper as well. Because now with Mako shark, teriyaki is a really good way to go. Mako shark is like swordfish, so a lot of people don't understand that. It really is a great, great tasting fish. And it takes a lot of different marinades, but it's one of the few sharks you can eat. You know, black tip you can eat, soup fin you can eat, thresher shark of course. Mako shark, the fastest swimming fish in the sea. Now keep in mind this has been brining along with our smoking fish that we're going to be doing tomorrow. And the smoker been brining all afternoon anyway, so it's going to sit in this wonderful marinade for a little while in the pan here, and oh, it's kind of beautiful, spicy, nutty kind of a smell to it. It's going to be good. It's one of my favorite things. Okay, so we're going to have rice. We can use for sushi, for side, whatever. And we can get back to the main attraction now. Okay, I got a little sea salt in the pan. I'm going to throw some onions in there and get her a boiling, and that's what we're going to add our clams to, in which case probably we need to also add a little bit of wine. Probably I'll have to put some more in. Alright, okay, we're going to go ahead and throw our Mako shark on there right now and get it to that happy place. Arr, if I can grab it. Arr. A little sesame oil on there. This can get a little messy, so I'm going to cover it. I'm more of a grilling kind of guy. I love everything on the grill, but basically it's a good way to do it inside on the stove. And as we can see, our water is starting to cooperate, where the chocolate clams are going in. And these are very meaty clams too. There's a lot to them, and they really are a pleasure. They take a little bit of cleaning before you eat them, but they are wonderful. And temperature's just a little high. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, we've got this beautiful piece of Mako shark. Let's see how we're going to do this here. Something about like that. Oh baby, look at that. Perfect! Perfection. Squeeze a little more lime on it. More lemon on it. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, now let's take a look at these veggies. Some lettuce on there. Baby, oh baby. And, of course, some rice. Oh, smell that ginger. Very nice. Now the clam fritters I've taken out and put them on some paper to drain the oil a little bit. Okay, and I might even have cooked those just perfectly. That's hard to say, so we try it. And finally, there we have a presentation feast. Little chocolate clams, our veggies, rice, fritters, Mako shark, and Gourmet sashimi. Oh baby, this ought to be good. Thanks for listening, the Baja Gourmet. Well, it's probably getting cold, but